Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and today I'm trying something a little different. I'm going to make my own little version of a one-sheet wonder. These are two of the cards that you can make, and let's go ahead and make this. Okay, so I am starting off with one sheet of 6x6 pattern paper. This is from Scrappiness and it's from the Bunny Hop paper pad. I have trimmed off 1 inch, and then I'm going to rotate to where there's 6 inches going across the top, and I'll go ahead and cut that in half at 3. And then along the 3-inch edge, I'm going to make a 1-inch little pen mark on one end, rotate to the other side, and then again make a 1-inch mark from the left-hand edge. And then when I go to make this cut, it will be a diagonal cut by lining up those 2 pen marks. And with the remaining piece, I'm just going to cut that in half at 2.5 inches. So here are the 2 layouts. I'm going to make one. They are using identical pieces, but I am going to make one a portrait orientation, and the other one will be a landscape orientation. And then I've cut some mats and layers as well. And the other thing I wanted to show was that the Scrappiness papers are fantastic because they are double-sided, and I picked out a pattern that would work where you could use the back and the front in combination with each other, but also that you can really play with the orientation. It doesn't really matter if you're using them vertically or horizontally. To your eyes, one orientation might look better than another, but I feel like by and large, these are fairly non-directional. And so it's nice to be able to just flip to the backside and change things up a little bit. And so that's why I wanted to show 2 different orientations, but also mixing and matching the which sides I'm actually using. And so everything on both of these cards will be opposite from each other. And there is a third card that you can make from that 1-inch strip that I cut off earlier. That won't be included in this video, but I did make that card. I'll go ahead and probably post a reel in a few days, and so you'll see all 3 cards that you can make from this one sheet of pattern paper. And I think the key is to use pattern papers that are double-sided, because then I feel like you can mix and match a little bit more, and also get more variety. One of the things that I really love about one sheet wonders is that there's no scraps when you're done. And so that was definitely a goal of mine. I've never really created my own one sheet wonder. And the sketches that I'm coming up with, they are definitely influenced by sketches that I've seen. I've been playing along with a lot of different sketch challenges, and so I'm fairly certain I'm not coming up with anything super novel, but I think that's one of the reasons why I really love playing along with sketch challenges, because at some point they just become part of your repertoire and part of your design eye. So I didn't look at other sketches to create these, but I'm fairly certain my sketches are influenced by others that I have seen. So I'm not claiming that these are super unique and innovative sketches. It's just a fun way to use an entire sheet of pattern paper and create a few cards from it without having any scraps left over. The card bases that I'm working on are also really fun because they are colored card bases, but on the inside it's actually white. So it's really easy to write your message. These were pre-made and I bought them as a set, and they actually come with coordinating envelopes that are the same color too. So that's something else that's kind of fun as well, having these really colorful pre-made card bases and envelopes. The stamp sets that I'm using are from the Cat Scrappiness Easter spring release, and so I have already stamped colored. They each do come with a coordinating die set to cut them out as well. So that I super appreciate because I'm not the best fussy cutter, and so I always love having coordinating dies. So that is an option if you're like me and you like to have the dies, especially since they do cut that really nice sort of beveled, rounded, professional edge. So I love that as well. It's just makes it look really polished. And so what I'm going to do with this piece is, since on my landscape version, everything was nicely squared up, on this one, I wanted to play with the angles a little bit, play with the stripes, and put things a little bit on that wonky tilt. And I'll do that with my sentiment as well. So the matte layer, the solid blue cardstock, is actually squared up. But it's that diagonal piece that's attached on a little bit of a tilt. And then when I go to attach my sentiment, what I thought would be fun is to match the tilt of the pattern paper, the diagonal pattern, but attach my quokka so that he's actually straight up and down. So there's a lot of angles here that are a little bit on tilt, and then some that are actually squared off. So I thought having that mix would be kind of fun. And I did die cut a circle out of solid green cardstock to put behind my quokka just so that he stands out a little bit better. So here's a final look at the 2 cards that I made. I did, after filming, add some embellishments, so you'll see that in the final photos that I post to Instagram and Facebook if you follow me on those platforms. And I think these were super fun, really easy, simple cuts. There is a third card that you can make with that leftover strip, and I'll be sure to share that one in a few days as well. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fantastic day. Bye.